Hey, what's going on? Happy Monday. Hopefully you are having an awesome week. This is Max. I am coming to you from the Aventura Medical District. I wanted to drive around here and just show you guys what's going on. I promise to be a responsible driver. So if I'm not looking at the camera, it's because I'm driving. So let me just flip the camera here real quick. Right now we are located on Northeast 214th Street. This gravel road that you see behind me here and that set of headlights there, let me drive in here so you guys see what's going on. So essentially this part right here, that street that you're seeing on here, that main street is called Biscayne Blvd. So that street right there, what you're seeing here is the future of the Northeast 214th Street extension. Everything that you're seeing in the blue tarp here, this is part of the Aventura 1212 project. So this is the future project that we have coming up here in the Aventura Medical District. And it just rained here, so that's the reason that I'm not using our all-terrain golf cart here. But when you come on site here, as you see right now, we are on Northeast 214th. That right there is the Ivory 214 building. So as you see right now, we are pretty much ready for the 8th floor of the concrete pour. And as you see beyond me here, the street is closed because it's still a couple weeks until it gets paved, but we're almost ready for that portion. But as you see right there, we are on the 8th floor of construction. This is our sales center here, so whenever you want to come by, you are welcome to come by here. We could also take you inside of this project and kind of show you some of the features of what's going on with advance notice so we can notify the contractor. But let's go keep on driving around the Aventura Medical District. And again, what you're seeing here behind this blue tarp area, this is the future of the Aventura 1212 project, which will connect to Ivory 214. So let me flip this thing around as I drive here. So that's pretty much what you're seeing on here on the street. Actually, let me flip the camera. So again, as we drive here, you kind of see Biscayne Blvd and you can see all this stuff. All these empty lots right here, there's a future project being planned. It's called the Aventura Gateway. So all of these empty lots right here, again, they are already in planning mode for a future project. And right now I'm on Northeast 214th Terrace. This is the view of Ivory 214. And again, I'm making this video because I had a few people reach out to me saying that they couldn't make it to the project. So I figure, okay, let me drive by and then maybe they'll be more interested on coming to drive by here. There is the recently completed the Aventura Medical Tower, which is a different developer. But as you see, this whole district is growing and we're gonna go on the other side of this building right now. So as you see here, all of these empty lots and all of these residential properties have already been sold or already in the process of transacting, and in order for them to become the future of some sort of commercial facility, whether it's office, mixed use, residential, high-end luxury towers, etc. What I'm actually gonna do is on this street right here, this is East Dixie Highway. I'm gonna take a turn right here to go north up to Broward County, just because I want to show you something of what's happening here. So as you see right here, these are the railroad tracks. The Bright Line actually passes through here. And in the future, this right here, we're going to have a train stop of the Coastal Link. The TriRail Coastal Link is expected to stop right here on 4th Street. And I'm going to show you exactly where that is. So again, we're touring the Aventura Medical District. Just because you can't make it here in Aventura, I didn't want to limit the possibilities of you not seeing exactly what's going on. This video has been long in the making. I keep on featuring the project, but I realized that I haven't shown you the full story of what's going on, and maybe that's keeping some of you guys from coming here and checking it out in person. So let me flip the camera here one more time. So we're following this truck. That right there is the H for Hallandale Beach. So we have officially entered Broward County. It's a beautiful day today. It's 82 degrees. I have the windows open. You're probably hearing some of the noise here. But one of the things that I wanted to show you was this development right here. This is the YMCA, the Hallandale Beach YMCA, and check this out. This is all part of the new Broward College. So you could see that whole development there with the YMCA and everything that's going on. And then again, as we approach this street here, I'm actually going to loop around to the left so you guys can see it from the other side. But again, you can see that this whole area is under development. There's a lot of things going on here, a lot of business opportunities happening. And as I'm talking about business opportunities, you know, the business landscape is changing. Think about it. Maybe you work in an office right now. How has the office scene changed, right? Corporations are now more likely to lease smaller offices, anywhere from 3,000 square feet or less. So as I looped around here on Northeast 5th Street, somewhere along here is actually where the stop is going to be for the Coastal Link Expressway for the TriRail. So there you can see the railroad tracks, and again, we're just going to pass by here the YMCA. Now I'm actually going south, so you kind of see what the street looks like here. Kind of see a lot of other developments, a lot of street work that's going on there, etc. So this whole area is pretty cool. And that taller building that you see there, that is actually another office tower going up in Hallandale. So if you want more information on that, I can definitely get you on that. But again, today I am featuring the Aventura Medical District. So you could see our project there in the distance. And we're actually going to make a left here as we enter back into Miami-Dade County. And there you can see the H for the hospital. The hospital that we are going to be taking a look at is actually the Aventura Hospital. It is one of only 2 Trauma 2 facilities in Miami-Dade County. That's right, they have a helicopter pad, and I'm actually going to show you the extension that they're doing. They are adding, I believe it's 60 rooms or 90 rooms, so 90 hospital beds. So they're a hospital that's been growing. If you don't know who HCA is one of the largest hospitality management firms. So they manage hospitals across the United States. And you're going to be seeing exactly what's going on. Again, the Aventura Hospital has done a lot of extension, and they've recently built a garage they completed last year. So they're continuing to expand and continuing to grow their facility, and you're actually going to see their newest project and what they're undertaking right now. And actually, the other thing I'm going to show you is some of the older facilities that they have there, some of the buildings that are currently occupied, that those doctors are going to be looking for spaces because those buildings are in plan to be renovated. So they're eventually going to be demolished and new buildings are going to be built there. So in the temporary time essence of things, those buildings are going to be demolished, so those doctors are going to need to relocate somewhere else. So Ivory 214 and Aventura 1212 are going to be perfect opportunities for those doctors to come and occupy those spaces in the meantime. So now that we're circling back into the Aventura Medical District, this right here, you could see this is one of the office parks here. I'm actually going to turn here. This is 213th Street. So I'm actually going to drive right into where our project is going to be. Again, you can see the street is closed out front. This is the Aventura Office Park to our left, which is fully leased. The Aventura Medical Tower, which was the previous project completed by another developer. And then you could see beyond here is the Ivory 214 building, and then you could see kind of what's going on with the roads there. So that's everything that's going on here. So I'm actually going to loop around this office tower here and bring you into the Aventura Medical District. So right now we are inside the Aventura Medical District. There are several advantages for being inside the Aventura Medical District, especially if you are a doctor. So if you are a doctor, there's the advantages that you have is there's actually higher insurance reimbursement rates. So as we drive here into the Aventura Medical District, this right here is actually an empty lot. So there's a future development here, and this is actually a nursing home or rehabilitation center. So that you could see there. That parking garage that you see here was completed by the Aventura Hospital last year. It opened. Here we have another parking garage to our left. This all pertains to the Aventura Hospital. And then here you could start to see, the actual Aventura Hospital Medical Campus, which is what we are on here. So I'm going to turn into here right now so we could take a look at the construction that's going on here. As you're seeing here now, we're actually pulling up into the emergency room. So again, if you're coming to the hospital, you park here and go into the emergency room. They have plenty of parking, and our building will actually have plenty of parking as well. So you can see the towers that are coming up here. Again, this is their future expansion. On the other side, they have a poster which says the amount of beds that they have. I believe it's either 60 or 99. I can't recall. And as we continue driving here, again, you kind of see their buildings are numbered. They have A, B, C, all the way up to, I think it's G. So as we pull into this parking lot here, here we go, there's the sign. So again, we are in the Aventura Hospital right now. So this is the main facility right here. HCA East Florida investing $75.6 million in our community. That's right. So there's a new 3-story patient tower, 60 private rooms coming here. This is what the building is going to look like. As you see, it's only 3 stories. Ours is actually a 10-story building. So as we circle around here, again, I'm trying to pay attention to the road so I don't run anyone over here. So this was building A and B of the Aventura Hospital and their main hospital facility. So now we're going to continue circling around the Aventura Medical District, which Ivory 214 and Aventura 1212 are part of. So as you see here, this is another one of their towers. This is one of their newer towers. But what you will see here is some of their older buildings which have plans for the future for being demolished and replaced with something bigger and better. So as you see these smaller buildings right here, these 2-story buildings, those eventually will be demolished and will be replaced with more modern facilities here. Same thing for some of these residential areas here. All of them are in the Aventura Medical District. So, you know, there are some dentists and there are some other offices here. And as we approach their other campus, so there you see building E. So I think they end at E, their buildings here. And here you have some other, you know, healthcare facilities. And now we are back on Dixie Highway. So that was pretty much it for the Aventura Medical District. As you saw, both Aventura 1212 and Ivory 214 are right inside the medical district. We're in the heart of the medical district. You saw that we are going to be opening up to Biscayne Blvd. So that's a main street. So we're going to get a lot of that street traffic that is going to pass directly behind our buildings. And again, for example, Ivory 214 has an awesome component, a retail component. So there'll be some restaurants, coffee shops, etc. That will be located there. And Aventura 1212, I'm going to be actually posting a video. I was recently in New York City visiting Chelsea Market. Aventura 1212 has a marketplace or a commercial area which is inspired by the Chelsea Market. So again, there's over 30,000, that's right, 30,000 square foot of retail space there that is inspired by Chelsea Market. So there'll be all sort of shops, little restaurants, coffee shops, dining areas, etc. So it's definitely a cool feature to have on this project. So that was it for our tour here. If you want a private tour, if you have investors, if you are an investor, if you want to come and tour this area and see everything that's going on, I actually didn't go out on Biscayne Blvd and show you how close we are to Gulfstream Mall. If you don't know what Gulfstream is, just look up horse racing. Anyone that's into horse racing knows that Gulfstream is actually the #1 brand. Recently, actually, I was at a luncheon at the Gulfstream where we had some NFL football players, and there they mentioned that Gulfstream is actually the #1 brand worldwide for horse racing. So that's right. If you don't know Gulfstream, that's what's happening there. And the Aventura Mall. The Aventura Mall is amazing. It's an amazing shopping facility here in Southeast Florida. And again, the city of Aventura, just its location, halfway between Fort Lauderdale and Miami International Airport. It's very easy for you to go up north to Fort Lauderdale. It's very easy for you to go south to Miami. You have the beautiful beaches in Aventura. You have Sunny Isles. You have Hollywood. You have a whole bunch of beaches that you can go to. The school systems here have great ratings. The per capita income here in the city is also very high for Southeast Florida. So there's all of these benefits for being here in Aventura. So if you want more information, definitely reach out to me. Continue looking at the information that I post. I hope that I was able to bring you some value and show you what's going on here firsthand in the Aventura Medical District. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you on here next time.